Thera Anuruddha was one day looking for some discarded pieces of cloth in a rubbish heap to make into a robe as his old robe was getting soiled and torn. Jalini, his wife of a previous existence, who was now in a deva world, saw him. Knowing that he was looking for some cloth, she took 3 pieces of good deva material and put them in the rubbish heap, making them barely visible. The Thera found the pieces of cloth and took them to the monastery. While he was making the robe, the Buddha arrived with his chief disciples and senior disciples, and they also helped stitch the robe. Meanwhile, Jalini, assuming the form of a young lady, came to the village and learnt about the arrival of the Buddha and his disciples and also how they were helping Thera Anuruddha. She urged the villagers to send good delicious food to the monastery, and consequently there was more than enough for all. Other bhikkhus, seeing so much surplus, put the blame on the Thera and said, Thera Anuruddha should have asked his relatives and lay disciples to send just enough food, maybe, he just wanted to show off that he had so many devotees. To those bhikkhus, the Buddha said, Bhikkhus, do not think my son Anuruddha has asked his relatives and lay disciples to send rice gruel and other foods. My son the Thera did not ask for anything. Arahats do not talk about such things like food and clothing. The excessive amount of food brought to the monastery this morning was due to the promptings of a celestial being and not of a man. The Arahat is free from moral intoxicants, he is not attached to food. He has as his object liberation from existence, which is void and signless. His path, like that of birds in the air, cannot be traced.